So thank you all for being here and welcome to our free coach open house. We're excited to be able to do this, and we've been really hosting these open houses consistently for most of 2020, and that has really grown our community because you got to try before you buy, basically is the way I see it. And you get to see the energy, you get to see a lot of the leaders speak about the team, not just one person's point of view. And so I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here to learn a little bit, maybe to ask some questions, maybe just to get a little bit more information. And that's what it's here for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so that we can follow along with some really simple slides. I'm not going to bore anybody on a Thursday night. We're almost to Friday. We're almost there. So I am going to share my screen, and there will be a few of us speaking as we take turns talking. We'll introduce ourselves so that you can get to know us. And we'll have some time at the end to answer any questions. So if you're thinking of some as we go, jot them down, put them in the back of your memory so that we can talk about it when we get there. Okay, so let's share the screen, Tasia. I've been practicing this too. So you think I'd be expert at it now. Okay. There we go. All right, my friends. So welcome to our coach open house. Again, we are Team FitRig, and we have been around for over 6 years now. My name is Tasia Verno, and just about 6.5 years ago, I decided to close my eyes tight and just jump in. I really didn't know what I was getting into, but I knew I had watched my coach share things on social media. I saw her lead challenge groups. I saw her have her own success in not only her fitness, but also in business. I saw her taking her family on vacations. I saw her purchasing things that normally would be outside of budget, or maybe just being able to pay for Christmas with cash. I saw these things and I thought, I would really like that for me and my family too. I also really felt like I needed something for myself. There's a lot of love and support in my family, but a lot of what was going on 6.5 years ago was for everybody else. I had a 3-year-old. She needed a whole lot of attention. My husband was starting at least 8 different businesses because that's how he rolls. And I was just the supportive wife. I was also working full time as a therapist. And so I was giving a lot of myself. And I felt like I needed something just for me. So, like I said, closed my eyes tight, hopped in, and I just started to do what my coach told me to do. And it was really simple, following simple training, following simple ideas every month, and just really trying to get myself started. So that was 6 years ago. Since then, we have become part of a top 10 organization for 5 of those 6 years. And we are also a 2020 Premier Team, almost a 2021 Premier Team. We're almost there. The year's almost over and we're almost there. We are spread across the US and Canada, and Beachbody has grown to the UK as well as France. So we are considered a global company, which really gives us a lot to stand on, right? So everyone has heard of Beachbody. And when I was in London for the UK launch, actually, we met a lot of people, and a lot of people were like, why are you here? What's going on? We talked about Beachbody, and they weren't quite sure. They had heard of it. And then you said, have you ever heard of Insanity or Shaun T? And they had heard of that for sure. So what that means is everyone has heard of Beachbody. Everybody has heard of how amazing results can be from these programs, the integrity of not only the company, but also all of the coaches that are part of the company, the supplements, the products, the programs. It really, really works. And I think that's why we all stick around, and that's why we continue to share it. Now, one thing that is really important and really unique about our team, as well as the opportunity, is we are community first. We are about people. It's not about product. It's not about sale, sale, sale. Of course, that's how you make an income. That's how you grow. But it's about people first. And when we need to slow down in our business, or when we need to be uplifted in our business, or when we just need a refresher in our business, we lean into the community because that always is there for us. Always. No matter what's happening in your business or your personal life or your fitness, that community is there. And that's really, really special and really incredible. And just, well, it's just not something that I see anywhere else. And our team, although a lot of us are local and we're able to see each other on a pretty consistent basis, we see each other across the country and even across country, borders every day, just in our Zoom workouts or our weekly team calls or whatever chance we get to be a community and come together in some way, we do it. And that's what sold me on it. Like I said, I needed something for myself, and that community was real, a real group of people who actually understood me, actually cared about me, wanted me to be successful, wanted me to be more successful than they were. That was pretty cool. And I had never experienced that before. So I thought that it would be more than important to continue to pass that on. So I'm going to pass this over to Vanessa, and she's going to chat with us more about some of the specifics here.
Hi, everybody. I'm Vanessa. I have to share I don't have to share a story or anything, do I? I'm a coach. Yay. I'm officially this year basically a full-time coach, and I've been able to transition my marketing business to a part-time and basically, choose the clients that I want, and so that I can focus all my attention on this, which has been a really cool, awesome transition over the past couple months that I'm excited for, and I'm excited for my team because I can be more accessible for my team. And that's me in a nutshell. So how this works. What I love about our community is how much is available to us and how simple they really make it. You can complicate yourself with how much is available to you. So what's nice is you have us as your guides to get you started, to get you up and running. One of the things that we focus on, especially at first, is really getting down the 4 vitals as your guide to start building your business, because a majority of your vitals, which I really loved going into it, was that the vitals are really about you. It's about taking care of yourself. All of my coaches that come into this, I say, you are not going to be successful in this business if you're not taking care of yourself. If you are not being a product of what Beachbody has to offer, and if you're not sharing that with your community and you're not actively taking care of yourself, then it's not going to work. You're going to feel miserable. You're going to feel like you're working yourself to death, and it's not going to click because you're not physically using all the tools that they're giving you. So I really liked that right away, because it's like, all right, now this is being a coach is going to make myself be more accountable for me, because if I want to make money or if I want to grow a team, that's not going to happen unless I'm leading by example. So that's what the vitals teach us. From there, our trainings and our teams, it is the training, especially as I've grown, is really unlimited. Corporate offers trainings. We're part of a top 10 team, so we get access to their trainings whenever there's new launches. We just had the ability to be on a live Zoom call with Autumn asking her questions, because we are part of a top 10 team and we just ask for it. And she's like, oh yeah, hey, I'll show up for you. You don't get that kind of training anywhere. So it's amazing to have that just so easily at your fingertips. From there, there's a ton of Facebook groups, the back office. Just exploring through there, you find things that can help you on your way. So it's really all about how ambitious you decide to be, because all of the tools are literally sitting there right in front of you. And then on top of that, you've got our team who's always here for questions. It's really floored me over the past couple years that I've been around, how easily I can just text somebody who maybe I liked their post, or maybe they did a training and I barely know them, and I just know them from being a part of our team, and I just said, "Hey, could you help me with this?" And they just stop. Yeah, of course. Like there's never like I don't have time. There's never anything. Our team always just makes time for each other, and it's really it really opens the doors to how you can run this business. And that's another thing I like is we all run our businesses differently. We're all successful. We all have different goals, and this is not a cookie cutter type of system. They have basic tools that they keep it simple. So yes, we all have like the same basic guidelines, but from there, it really is yours business to run as you see fit, and how you choose to go in the different directions and paths that lie ahead of you based on your earnings, based on your rank, wherever you want to go. You can go rank and go on awesome vacations, or maybe you just want to, build a lot of volume and just have lots of money coming in. There, it really is. Once you get the business side down of it, you decide where this business takes you, as long as you want to get up and do the work every day. From there, earnings and perks. I'm all about earnings and perks. I mean, minus COVID year when all of our trips got canceled, which, that was no bueno. But normally there's trips. That was my first big thing for me personally, because, we don't, need to want for anything, but Michael and I love to travel. So when the opportunity came up for me to pay to earn a free vacation for us, I went, I'm in. What do I got to do? Because how cool is that I can give us an awesome, unforgettable trip, and it's literally costing us nothing. Perks like that were huge for me. They do different rewards based on your ranking. They've got Success Club prizes. So no matter where you are in your rank or your business, there's wait. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm on a call. So no matter where you are in your business, you can be earning stuff. So if you're starting out brand new, you can earn something this month. You could earn something by the end of the week. And I liked that, because I've seen other MLMs where it's like, I can't get anything until I'm here or here. And I don't, so it's nice to have these little incentives along the way that perk you up and make you smile. And even if it's a shirt or it's a bag, I mean, I love bags. Bags are my jam. But whatever they are, they make you feel like I'm accomplishing something. I'm doing something. So that, I mean, those are really fun and cool. And there's lots of different opportunities for that. And then again, like bringing it back to the very beginning of when I was speaking, encouragement, not comparison. Like I said, I did other MLMs, and other than my upline person, who even then was very limited on her time always because they were so busy, like it was basically, okay, you're doing this thing now, here you go, here's your little binder and go have a good time. There's none of that here. Like, we go out of our way. We just had, what was it, 2 weeks ago? When did we go? Was it after my trip? Before my trip? I did brunch with Kay and Allie and Amy, who's not even a part of technically my team, who is Patty's downline. We were like, hey, do you want to come? We have room. We're allowed to put one more person at our tables. You want to show up? And she's like, yeah. And we all sat and we had a great time, and we learned from each other, and we bounced ideas off each other. And I love that we all do that for each other. We genuinely want everyone around us to grow. I want everybody around me to grow bigger than me. I want my team to grow bigger than me. Like, go for it. Like, anything I can do for them so that they are growing is really pretty awesome. this year, especially for me, I really transitioned from being just a coach and helping people with challengers or helping challengers succeed, which I still love and do. I really started to see the potential and the things that I was able to bring to the table because of my marketing and business background to help other people grow businesses with this. And it really struck this huge fire in me where it's like, yeah, we're all losing weight. That's really cool. But like, you could do this from home so that if you get furloughed again, you don't have to worry. Like, to me, like, that just took on a whole new meaning this year with everything that happened. So it's even more so like, we don't compare each other. It's not about I'm doing better than you or you're here and I'm there and you run your business this way. It's about how do we all benefit from helping each other. And that's why I love watching our team grow. Ta-da! There you go. I'm never good at ending when I talk. Someday when I'm on the big stage, if we ever get to like be together at Summit again, I'm literally going to end my big speech like that. Ta-da! And only our people will get it. So with that, where am I transferring? Oh, and now we are going to transfer to the fabulous Bridget. Oh, will you stop it?
Okay. So my name's Bridget Wohlers, and I'm one of the coaches on the Fit Rig. My team is actually called the Gift Squad. So those of you that are on, watching, listening, thanks for being here. So I'm going to talk about obviously getting started. So number one, what is required of me? I think the number one thing that's required of you as a new coach is just what Vanessa said, which is take care of yourself first. Fitness, nutrition. I like to say the home team. So one of the things that I found really helpful when I started this business was I sat down with what I call the home team, which is my husband and my kids, and said, listen, this is what I'm thinking about. This is what this opportunity might be like. This is what I think I want to do with it. And just got their buy-in. And we also talked about this is what it would mean for you guys. So that they could understand why I was doing what I was doing and when I was taking the time for that, and what that was going to mean for not only me personally in terms of how I felt about myself, but also in terms of what that would mean for our family. And when you offer to, take them on a cruise with money that you earned from Beachbody, they got on board pretty quickly. So you first, and then I think the other thing that we really require of new coaches is to be teachable, right? We want you to be teachable. We want you to be open to asking questions. We want you to be ready to learn and just think about what it is that you want to get from this business and be willing to try new things that might be scary to you. Enrollment options. I think that, the best way to get enrolled, if you are not already a discount coach, if you're brand new coming in, the best way to get enrolled is with a challenge pack. That's going to give you the full idea of exactly what it is that we offer. It's going to give you all of the tools that you need to get started, not only with your own health journey, but in the business as well, because you're going to have a chance to start using the products and the programs and be able to speak in real life, in real time, about what those products and programs are doing for you. And your coach can help you figure that out. Getting started call. This is really one of the spots where the magic happens. So this is a one-on-one coach call, either on the telephone or a Zoom call or FaceTime, whatever you choose to do with your coach. And I already decided about 5 minutes ago that all new people, I'm going to give them a rain check for an actual coffee date in person when we're all allowed to do that again. So someday when we're allowed to do coffee dates again with new coaches, we will do that. But this one-on-one call is really a chance to talk with the person who invited you, the person whose team you are joining, and talk about your goals and how to get there. Not only your own fitness goals, but what are your business goals? What are you looking for? Not everybody wants to climb the ranks, so to speak. Some folks are looking for, I love these products. How do I get them paid for? Right? What does that look like? Or how do I quit my full-time job, and everything in between? And so I think it's really important to sit down with the person who invited you, the person who's going to be working with you, and talk about what's important to you and how can we help you get there. And then we do what we call reverse engineering, which is, what's your goal? When do you want that to happen? And help you figure out the steps in between right now and where you want to be. Kickstart training, this leads into the Kickstart training. So our team, we have a team page where we have training. Tasia mentioned we have calls every Monday night. There is so much training, it could boggle the mind. We have training from Team Beachbody. We have training from our national organization. Again, we're talking about top coaches in the company for years and years and years who are offering insight into what has worked for them and what might work for you, and different ways to approach the sort of vital behaviors that we talked about, the sort of framework that we all get. And then we get to flesh out our business the way that we want. But there's tons of different training opportunities for that. Also, we have an entire online, we call it the back office, which has a lot of training in there too. Everything from compensation to how to run a challenge group to how to talk about different products and programs. So it's very comprehensive, and certainly just more information than you might ever want. But we have a Kickstart training, which really helps you focus on exactly what to do to get started, to get your feet wet, to start to work towards whatever goals you've set out for yourself. And then I think one of the most important things, excuse me, a little tickle. One of the most important things to remember is that you are the CEO. So what that means is, it's your goals, your schedule. It's not whoever invited you, their goals or their schedule. It's your goals and your schedule. We didn't really talk about, maybe it's on the next slide, but we didn't really talk about how this is not a top-down organization. It's more of a circle, which means we all benefit from everybody doing well financially. So when my person above me does well, there's financial benefit to that when their business is going well. When other people in the organization, when their businesses are going well, I benefit financially from that, and same with them. So it's not just the people in my organization, it's people that in other organizations that I'm associated with, which means you can go as fast as you like. So if you want to, if you're like, I'm out of this job, my full-time job at the end of 2021, okay, well, we can, let's see what we can do to make that happen. Or if that's, not what you want to do, we can make that happen too. So I think it's really important to just know that you can go as fast or as slow as you like or need to, and it's really your business. Beachbody gives us the framework, and we get to decorate our own company however we like. Ta-da!
I loved your ta-da.
I love it too. I am going to figure out how to stop sharing here real quick. I'm done with that. Okay, back. Now I can see everybody's pretty face. Thank you, both of you, for sharing and going through all of that. I know that as we were inviting people to join us tonight, one of the questions that we were getting already was, why is it important for me to start now? Can I be successful if I start now? What exactly is it going to look like when I start now? And, both Bridget and Vanessa gave you great information about the tools you'll use and the first steps that you'll take. And I just want to take that one extra level, because I can't impress upon you enough why now is the time. I shared something in one of my posts this week about how oftentimes people say, well, I will do that when life isn't so crazy anymore. I'll do that when life slows down. I'll do that when I'm not so busy. this is a busy time of year. I can't even think about putting one more thing on my plate. And then I think the next day I shared a picture of this person shoveling and how he had shoveled like this much and there was like this much more to go, and how that's how I felt about all these things that I need to accomplish before the end of the year. And so I could be one of those people who says, I don't have time to put something else on my plate right now. I don't have time to join a business right now. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time. I could easily do that. And some days I wake up and think, I don't have time. But one of the key pieces that Bridget talked about is how you are the CEO. You are in charge. And the first thing you do as the CEO is take care of yourself. So nobody who joins this immediately dives in and is working a business full time, full force. That's not going to happen. That's not even expected of you. The first thing that is expected of you, like Vanessa said, is to take care of yourself. And I can't think of a better time to take care of yourself when life is crazy, when you are busy. That is the perfect time to be taking care of yourself. That is the perfect time to be getting a little bit of extra sleep. It's the perfect time to be eating a few more vegetables. It's the perfect time to get 15 minutes of stretching at a minimum done a day, right? So it is the perfect time for you to say, I'm going to sign up and start taking care of myself. And if you're like, Tasia, I've been doing that. I'm real good at drinking my shake and I'm real good at getting in my workouts. And I'm thinking about bumping this up a level and being a coach. Can I actually do that in this crazy world right now? And I will say, right now, in this crazy world, people are searching for community. They are grasping at it wherever they can. They need to feel people. You probably feel that, right? Like, I am so sick of being in this house. I need people. And one thing that we did that was new in 2020 was Zoom workout every single morning. That is new as of March 16th, like doomsday, right? That happened. We Zoomed every morning and we were like, we need to see our faces. We need to know that we still got each other. And so other people who are not involved with Beachbody, other people who are not involved with our team are missing out on that. And you can be their gateway to that. You can say, I'm taking care of myself for the next 2 weeks when life is busy and it's crazy. And I'm going to invite other people to that community. I'm going to invite other people to join in with me. And that's going to be the beginning of your business because they're going to see you as their person who cares. And then in January, when everybody's ready to continue to hop in and do a little more and the gyms are still closed or whatever, now you have this base. You know what it's like to be part of the community. You know what it's like to try some of these programs. You know what it's like to join a team call or two. And you know what you're inviting to. And you're a little bit more confident. You can run big and fast with this program or with this opportunity. But you can also kind of just walk through it and just kind of figure it out. You can do just a little bit here and there, or you can go big and everywhere in between. And your team and your upline will support you through it 100%. So there is no better time, honestly, to join and to start your business. You just need to start. The number one thing that new coaches don't do is start. So I encourage you and I challenge you to talk with the person who invited you here, talk with the person who's your coach currently, and say, how do I actually start? And they can have that call with you. You can chat about it via Messenger. And one of the things that I like to do that I know my leaders do too, is they just give you a few little things to try first. Just go do this and come back and let me know how that was. Now do this and come back and let me know how that was. Nobody expects you to be able to do it all because we still can't. But if you're teachable, like Bridget said, and if you're willing to work on yourself, like Vanessa said, and you're willing to start, then you can do a lot of amazing, amazing things. So I'm so glad you were here. Thank you for joining us. I will share this recording. So if you want it, if you missed something, or if you just want to hear it again, let us know and you can watch it. Does anybody have any questions? we answered them all. Sometimes it has to sink in a little. And I get that too. I'm so glad that you're all here. This was great. I feel like I needed it. So thank you all for being here. All right, friends. Then I am going to upload this recording, share it, and I wish you a happy rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the rest of the month, and we'll be